Hey guys, welcome to the show. Sri Lanka and Sammi in Cebu. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to the Midweek Podcast Wednesday. It is 5 o'clock local time. Is it 5 o'clock local time or did I start this early? No, yeah, 5 o'clock. I do the live stream on 5. Okay. It's been a crazy week. Do you ever get that, guys? You have a beard and it digs into your face. I keep my beard short. I take clippers and I trim it. So I always have to trim around my lips because it digs into the side of or it digs into my nose. So annoying. But I hate shaving. Shaving every day. I've never shaved with a razor. I use electric. And I hate shaving. It just annoys me every day to have to do that. So guys, I hope you're doing well. It is the new year, and no, I am not a new me, new life. Today we're going to talk about a couple of things. We're going to update you on the channel, on what's going on, and I'm going to talk about something that I usually don't talk about because it's too sensitive or private or whatever, but dating. A couple of people have made some comments, and I looked at the demographics, and you guys saw the video I just posted. Did I just post it? Or is it coming up soon? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Schedule. Dating, yeah, the dating video went up on the 5th, which was 2 days ago. And that's where I talked with Terry about dating. Or maybe I didn't talk with him. I talked with him tomorrow. The video that's going up tomorrow, you guys should check that out. Or maybe that's, I don't know. I have so many videos in the hopper, I forget which ones are which. But anyway, I talk about dating, and some of you, and I looked at basically the reason I never talk about dating because it's a sensitive topic. I don't want to offend anyone. I don't want to stereotype anyone. I don't want to cause drama or issues, but I looked at my demographics, and you are all in my age group. 90% of you are male. 70% are over 50. And 80% are North American or European, European, Oceania, English speaking. Yes, I have my French listeners. I have my friends I have females from Czech Republic. Okay, I have people in Philippines. I have people all over in Bangkok and everything like that. But I'm talking the largest group of people who are watching the videos, okay? So we're going to talk about that and some of the comments that I've seen from people. But please, check out the blogs, check out the comments, and see what's going on, because there's a lot of people engaged in the channel. I'm really excited about what's going on. We broke 500 subscribers. 500 subscribers. Thank you. Wow. Can't believe it. Let's take a look at 500 subscribers. Let's take a look at what everyone is saying. Who subscribed? How many people subscribed? Subscribers. There we go. All right. Last 7 days. No new subscribers who are public, so I can't give a shout out. I think I can give a shout out to, who is it? I saw someone It's very strange the way it pops up on my like notifications. Some of them do, some of them don't. So Shri Sata subscribed 22 hours ago. Thank you very much for joining. Let's take a look at some of the comments that we have. So you guys can look at my comments if you want. I'm not going to publicly talk about this person, but they were having a problem with a Filipina that won't stop talking about her health and how she needs money for everything, right? And he says, stop stressing me out with this. And I said, it's difficult to be in a relationship with that because it's stressful. And I says, he's not even dating her, right? He tried to make it work, but it wasn't working. And I've talked about this before. Why am I single? I am single because I have been alone for so long, 20 years. I was talking with Lady Sarah about it today. She went to Thailand to meet her boyfriend, who she's seriously considering as the one. Not right now. Eventually, this is the one that she wants to get married to. She's having second thoughts because there's a few issues. I'm not going to go into the details about it, but suffice it to say, he doesn't check all the boxes. He doesn't check off all the boxes. And she's having a conflict between her head and her heart. Her heart loves the guy. He's a nice guy. He takes good care of her. He treats her well. But her head and her logical sense, there's a few red flags that she can't overcome. And that's what I'm saying. When people come to Southeast Asia, or when they leave their home country to come to another country, they bring their mindset with them because they haven't lived here. They don't understand what it's like. So they bring their mindset with them that if a woman gives you attention, grab onto it because you're not going to find anybody else. Because that's what happens in North America. The women run the relationship in most cases. Again, please, I'm not stereotyping. I'm not brushstroking. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying this is the general consensus, okay? It might be different for you. It was definitely different for me. But this is normally what happens in the Western world, that guys will attach themselves to the first woman who gives them any little bit of attention. Even though there are red flags, the guys will just immediately latch on and say, okay, this woman is interested in me. I got to do whatever I can to keep her interested in. And then when they come here, or Southeast Asia, that same mentality develops or maintains when you don't have to do that. It's the exact opposite here. So as soon as you see a red flag, delete. Go on to the next one. Until you find someone who has value, who matches your moral values, your emotional values. Okay? Whether you're here for short time and fun time, or whether you're looking for a wife, a mother of children, take your time. There's no rush. There's no rush. Terry's learning that. I'm going to interview him. I interviewed him yesterday. That video is going up shortly, about his first month here and how he's loving it. I'm going to interview him again about relationships and stuff. He's learned quite a bit. Like, he's interested in dating for a relationship, not short time, not fun time. He just had a birthday last week, 69 years old. We had a super fun time. The other thing I want to talk about, so who else did we have here? A lot of people wishing Happy New Year and happy birthday. Joshua, I love your out of stock, sir. Just slip me a few pesos. I'll get it from the back storage. And you exit quick through the back storage. Thank you, sir. I love it. Yeah, it's so many out of stocks. It's hilarious. Jordy B, good to see you back on the channel, brother. I'm living life. Jeff Williams, thanks again, brother. I really, truly appreciate you taking the time to politely offer your constructive criticism. I really appreciate that. You are very polite, very humble, and on my exercise form. And I know it's coming from love. Trust me on this. I am attending to it. It will get better, and I will hire someone to do it. But right now, I just want to increase my flexibility and my strength. And I know I should focus a little bit more on form, and I am. I took your advice to heart, and I did a little bit more research. Rico Holland, I said hi to Paul for you. Don't worry about it. Trent, always good to see you. Thanks for your comments on the channel on the budget. And Simon as well. Thanks again for participating. Really appreciate that. Jason in Manila. Thanks for participating, brother. You know, I really know that it's not easy to talk about a budget because each person's budget is different. Each person's lifestyle is different. And I got I've been getting I know I'm getting popular because I'm getting trolls and haters. So I had a hater and I deleted them because I'm not interested in having that energy. But this troll, I kept him on the feed and I replied back. Normally I don't reply back. So this was, and I'm going to call him out. And here's the other thing. If you think the internet is anonymous, it's not. I'm a hacker and I know how to find you. I found you. I know who you are. I know where you live. I know your name. I have your email address. This is a very beautiful thing called the dark web. Okay. And 90% of the people on the internet have had their personal information leaked. Where do you think that information lands? It lands in the dark web. And if you don't even have to be smart enough. If you know where to look, you can find it. You just have to cross-reference it. And it's so easy. So I know your IP address. I know where you live. I don't know your house address, but I know your email address. I know your name. And all I got to do is pop that into a search engine and I can find you. So keep going. You're not anonymous. All right. So I had this one on my budget video. I wish you people would speak in Philippine pesos in budget videos. You do live in the Philippines, in case you forgot. If you want everything in USD, go the hell back there. What the is up your ass? So I replied, here's the reply. Oh, here it is. And I replied, I copied and pasted his exact sentence and put it in the reply. And I just changed a few words. I wish you people would change your names from your home country to the Philippines. You do live in the Philippines, in case you forgot. If you want to be your name, AUS, Australia, go the hell back there. I said, this vlog is for people who do not live here and wish to. Why would someone living here be interested in a budget vlog? Okay, I'm never against criticism, but make it constructive. That's what I said. Which is so true. I mean, come on. Like, oh, you suck. This vlog sucked like all your other ones. Well, there's 500 people who don't think so, and there's several hundred people who watched it and dozens who liked it. Right? So thank you for your comment. Next. I don't let haters get to me, but I want to I have a sociology degree and a master's in psychology. I want to understand what keyboard warriors get out of it. And I had another vlogger stole my vlog word for word and just copied it. I don't know whether they took the transcript and then just read it, but I'm like, that sounds so familiar. And I listened to it more and more, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's my vlog. They copied it. I'm not going to call them out on it. I don't care. I honestly, you know what you did. And the viewers who follow me and this other vlogger, because there are a few, will recognize it because mine came out first. It's date and timestamp. I don't copy anybody else. My content is created on the fly. My topics are researched, but the script is unscripted. It's just me talking. If there is information required, I will research it, but it's most about emotions and feelings and ideas, right? Like, what do I feel about living here versus living in Thailand? Those are my personal observations. So there's no script required. So I use ChatGPT to research relevant topics that would be of interest to my demographic. So it scours the net for data on search terms, and then it creates a topic board for me to use. And then I've gone one step further and actually put it into a schedule. And it says you should do this kind of video on Monday, this kind of video on Tuesday, then your live stream on Wednesday, and then this kind of a video on Thursday and Friday, et cetera, et cetera. So I use the technology to help me create content that you guys will be interested in watching. I don't always hit a home run, right? But I'm doing my best, okay? I'm doing my best. No, I'm not doing my best. I'm doing what I feel is what I wish to do. I'm not putting content out just for the hell of putting content out. I think about it, and like I'm 3, 4, 5 days ahead, okay? Because it takes me a while to edit, and I'm putting stuff out every day, right? So I'm doing what I think is right. So yeah, I love how keyboard warriors think they can affect me. They don't. My old channel only had 1 or 2. There's spammers and scammers, and I put a stop to that really quickly. But people who are like attack me, there was only 1, and I deleted that. I have no idea why this person would do it. I know who they are because, again, I dug into who they were, and I don't know who they are. Like, I've never met this person, but they know personal things about me, or they think they know personal things about me. And the thing is I think I mentioned before, they mentioned that I worked for them in Korea, and something about owning a business, which I didn't understand. And that I probably live in my mom's basement. So first of all, I haven't worked inside of Korea in 6 years. I have never worked for a man. All of the owners or managers of the companies I worked for, the kindergartens or schools that I worked for, were all female. I have no idea who this person is. And I lived on my own since I was 17 years old till the time I returned to Korea in 2021. I lived on my own. I've had homes, I've had houses. I lived in Korea for 20 years. And then when COVID started, of course I moved home to take care of my parents. They're 90 years old. Who wouldn't? Are you saying that that's wrong? But my parents have a huge house and I lived in the guest house. You guys have seen it. So, whatever. Another person says, this video sucks just like all your content. Thanks. Appreciate it. So, I'm harping too much on this because basically what I want to say is that if you're going to comment, I appreciate it when you give me constructive criticism, when you provide evidence or suggestions on how to do things better for me so that I can benefit you and everyone else. Okay? Just negative without a solution is not a comment. It's just being petty or small. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's why I always end my vlogs by saying support each other. Be kind, be friendly, be helpful. We're a community here, okay? We are like-minded people in this channel, okay? Eventually, we're going to form a group, an online group of friends and family so that we can help each other. I always say we're not strangers. We're just friends who haven't met yet, okay? So why do you want to pull people down? Well, because, and I was just watching a video about it just today. Another vlogger was saying, why do expats hate on each other? And it's because, again, the psychology degree comes into play because people are bitter about what cards that they have been dealt with in life and don't want anyone else to be happy. I can't even say how much happier I am now than I have ever been in my life. I thought I was happy leaving Canada and moving to South Korea and living in South Korea for 20 years. The life I had there, you guys would lose your mind to know the kind of life I led in South Korea. I had money. I had influence. I didn't have power. I had influence. And over the things that I enjoyed, I liked to socialize. I liked to go out to parties. I was invited to the biggest parties, the biggest events. I met some of the most beautiful people and talented people in the world. I made friends all over the world. I lived for nothing. I had everything I needed and wanted. But COVID ended all of that. But that was a good thing because I would not have been able to continue that lifestyle into my 60s. Absolutely not. I would have been dead by now. Another relevant revelation today. I have decided I am going to stop drinking completely. Alcohol. There's no reason to drink alcohol. And it really, really affects me now. Like one drink and it's so painful. I can feel it. The next day, it's so painful. So I've decided that I'm going to stop drinking. I mean, I have a full bottle of vodka and a full bottle of gin in the fridge. I might have one light cocktail once in a blue moon, but not every day and not on weekends where I go to the club and I'm drinking. Now, Princess Jasmine is coming. That girl likes to drink. And, but I probably won't drink with her. I'll drink, but I won't tell her that I'm just drinking soda water with lime. Not soda, soda water. I don't drink tonic water because it's got sugar. I drink soda water because it's just like sparkling water. It's cheap sparkling water. There's no reason to pay for Perrier or Schweppes or anything. You just buy the Canada Dry or Schweppes soda water. It's what I love. It's just so refreshing and makes me feel good when I drink it. So yeah, I kind of decided I'm going to see how long I can go. I remember doing that when I was younger. In my mid-20s, I went a couple of years without drinking. Now, I did do in the rave scene. You guys can figure that out. I did that stuff, but not a lot, not heavy. Like I can count on my hands how many times I did it. Very rare. And it was only like and then when I met my ex-wife, she didn't understand it. She didn't like it, so I stopped doing it. So, yeah. Oh, you missed it today. I cooked up a huge batch of spaghetti and bolognese. So that's just cooling off on the counter now. So I have 3 pots of it, like 3 Tupperware pots of it. So I'm going to freeze 2 of them and use one over the next like 2 days, 3 days. Then I'll freeze the rest of it, which I will thaw out like next couple weeks or whatever. And then I have 2 more steaks, which I will thaw out and probably eat early next week. This weekend, we're coming up on the weekend, so weekends I go out to eat. But I want to take Terry to a local place, not Western food. I want to take him to eat some Filipino food. So maybe I'll take him and Paul, because Paul knows the food better than I do. And there's a place that we can go and eat. And I want to take Paul out too, him and his girlfriend. He's a really nice guy. He's always so helpful and motivating for me at the gym. We go to the gym and we meet at the gym every single day at 10 a.m. And I text him on the way. He says, I'll be there at 5. Don't start without me. And constantly motivating me to get stronger and stronger. And I love it. I love it. And that's where we met. We met in the gym. And I met Terry in the gym too. So, I want to take him out and buy him dinner. 150 pesos. That's nothing. So what do you guys think? What questions do you have? What's going on? My next vlog, I think, will be very interesting, and I think it's part of that mindset that I have of how to be successful in retirement. And I've talked about this before, about the anchors, the things that hold you back. So family, children, loved ones, relations, relatives, financial, being in debt, not having enough money for retirement or healthcare, your health, not being healthy, having chronic diseases or pre-existing conditions. Emotional, social, those kinds of things. But there's also another one, and that is ideology. If you bring with you your ideology from your homeland, be it political, be it policy, government policy, be it the way your country is run or being overrun, if you bring that with you here, you're not going to have a good time. This is what I tell Mom all the time. I said, why do you care? First of all, you're not American. Second of all, you don't even live in the hemisphere. Anything that happens over there doesn't affect us here in Sri Lanka. Oh, but I just want to know, it's funny. I'm like, don't tell me, because I don't want to hear about it. It doesn't affect my life. Even here in the Philippines, anything that happens around the world doesn't affect my life. The only really, and here's the other thing. If you're coming here as a retiree, you're not a citizen in any of these countries. Even if you get a retirement visa, You're not a citizen. You are a guest. You are a visa holder. You have no rights. You never will. What was that? My screen's just flashed. As it was like lightning. Anyway, you will never be a citizen, so why even care? Are you going to vote in your homeland? Are you affected by taxes or whatever? So what? So what? You know, like, people have been crying about what government does, what politicians does, what this person does, what that person. It hasn't changed in 10,000 years. I used to be an ardent voter. From the day I turned 18, there was an election 6 weeks later, and I voted in. Up until I was, up until 2007, 2008, when I left Canada, I stopped voting. I just got disillusioned because nothing's changed. It's a silly, silly cycle. The current government will promise the sun and the moon and the stars during the election cycle, and then when they get elected, they don't do it. So then they get voted out the next election cycle, and everything that they did and spent money on, my tax dollars, gets ripped up by the new leaders. And then they spend the next 4 years spending my money, which the next government will rip up and tear up and throw away. So it's like just an ever-ending cycle of waste. So I just said, I stop it. I don't care anymore. Just go do whatever you want. I don't care. I don't pay taxes in Canada, so I don't want to vote in Canada. I can vote in 3 countries legally: Canada, Korea, and Sri Lanka. I haven't voted in 20 years. I won't vote ever again. I voted once in Sri Lanka for president just so I could get on the registration list, because I want that paper trail of myself as a citizen. Because I've never voted in Sri Lanka and I was a new citizen, so I wanted to ensure that I, checkmarked all of the government boxes. I have a national identity number, I have a tax information number, I have a bank account, I have, stocks, I have, oh my goodness, huge news in Sri Lanka today. The stock market was closed the whole day. It was halted. Let's pull up some news here and see what's going on. So there was a new IPO that went out today, and Wealth Securities, all right, debuted. They were supposed to debut at 7. What was it? They were supposed to debut at, I forget what price. Let's say it was $7. There was trading at $21, which is like a ridiculous price. So what they did was that they say it was an error in the input. They haven't fully disclosed as to what happened, but we'll probably find out soon. But basically, it caused that kind of a growth for the number of shares that were traded is more than the value of the exchange. So they had to stop it because it would have incorrectly affected the indice. So they had to delete all of the trades that occurred in the half an hour of trading. They have to delete all of those trades to reset the indice. So, which means I had a 7% growth in my portfolio just on the day. And the market was up like 5%. So it was crazy day on the market today. I don't know. There's been no news yet. So anyway, as of earlier this week, like Monday, Tuesday, or today is Tuesday or Wednesday. So Monday, Tuesday, all of my stocks have recovered to their pre-November 11th market correction levels. So at November 11th, the stock market started to correct itself and a lot of shares dropped. So I fell from like 110% down to like 90%. And now I'm back up to 109%. There's only one stock that is just below its trading of November 11th. That's it. People panic, man. Let me tell you, people panic. Unless there's an underlying governmental issue like COVID, like the housing bubble burst, stay in the market. Never get out on like little like panic selling. Don't ever. That's when you buy more, because it's just going to keep going up. It shot up 17% over the last week. I wish I had cash to buy last month. When it comes to stocks, it's really fair to say whatever anyone else is doing, what everybody else is doing, you do the opposite. Do the opposite. Don't buy gold. Well, I am going to buy gold because gold always goes up. So next week, my term deposits are coming due, my 2-year term deposits. And they were only 11%. So the money I made from that, I'm going to take all of it and I'm going to buy more gold. My gold I bought in March of last year. So we're in January. So when I go back to Sri Lanka in March, I'm going to buy more gold. Currently, my gold is at 37% profit in 1 year. So I'm going to take the 10% and I'm just going to put it into gold. Forget it. I'm just going to put it all into gold. I'm going to buy more gold. I'm not going to get as much, but maybe I'm going to buy enough that I will offset the 30% profit that has occurred in the last year so that I can make everything even. I like things that are be even. Or I'll just keep 2 different tranches. It's not that big of a deal. Anyway. What else is going on? We're not going to talk very long today because I have to work after this. I'm really excited for Princess Jasmine to get here. I mean, she's here in 2 weeks. It's going to be great. She's bringing a friend, her new boyfriend. So that's going to be fun to meet him, a guy from France. So I don't have to take care of her the whole time. He can do that. I just get to hang out with her. I don't have to, because she's a night owl and I'm not. So they can go out and do whatever they want at night, and I can just meet them during the daytime and hang out with them. I don't have to entertain her. She's got her, not boyfriend, she's got the boy toy. I don't have to worry about it. So that's a good thing. I'm glad that she has him to take care of her. I don't have to babysit. But it's going to be fun to have her here because we're going to meet up with Tim, have dinner. We're going to go out. We're going to go to the beach. Terry is just messaging me because he knows that I park like down the street. He says, "Oh, you should see the empty parking lots in our building. There's 3 floors of empty parking." He said, "You should talk to them." I said, "I've talked to them, brother." And then he was like, he searched online. He says, "There's one for 25 pesos." I said, "That's an old sign. It's 30 pesos. They increased it, and they're going to increase it again in July or something like that to 40 pesos when the convention center opens and when the museum opens, when all the other buildings start to open. You're going to see the prices go up because they got to make their money somehow, because that land is sitting unused. They're putting parking lots everywhere right now. Yeah, so I'm finding my Wednesday live streams are not that popular. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. Please, if you're watching this after the fact, comment, click the thumbs up button, all right, and enjoy the vlog. I'm really here to make sure that you guys are happy with the content and know what's going on. The Saturday morning live stream, Saturday morning coffee with my North American viewers is killing it. I love it. Friday night after work, you guys are logging on and commenting and supporting. Lots of love to you guys who are doing that. Truly appreciate it. But what else? What else is going on? Like all the news that's going on in the world right now, couldn't care less. Couldn't care less. If you think it's important, then you haven't been studying your modern history. Okay? So I don't believe in conspiracy theories or this or that. I'm just saying, look, whoever's in power is going to do whatever they want because they can. And you, the people, the voters, are going to let them get away with it because you do. Voters don't remember anything. They don't. They forget. Okay? They only look at what's in front of their faces. Let me give you an example. I used to work in a union. It wasn't a union. It was an association. We had to pay 1% of our salary to them. Frickin' hated it. When I worked for Bell Canada when I was younger. So you have to join. But no choice. They don't really do much. They negotiate your employment contract. Do we get to input anything into it? No. Does it get better? No. And I'll tell you why. So there's 3 groups of employees in our association. There are the part-time telemarketers, the full-time inside salespeople, and then the full-time outside salespeople. Obviously, lowest pay hourly, middle pay salary, high pay salary. 500, 120 people. I was a telemarketer and I skipped and went all the way up to the executive level, account executive, selling to large market customers, making insane amount of money. But there was only 20 of us. There was 100 in the salaried part and 500 in the part-time temporary telemarketers. So, but we have one contract. We're all lumped into one contract. So it's not like one contract for them, one contract for us, one contract, collective bargaining, but each group gets a different pay raise. So they would offer us like 1.5%. They would offer these guys like 2%. And then they would offer these guys a $100 signing bonus. Cost them $5,000. Of course, they're part-timers. They're going to sign up. Oh, I get an extra $100 or $500 or whatever to sign the contract for a 3-year contract. The middle group and the top group, 120 of us, all said no. But it's majority. As long as 121 of them, or whatever, you know what I'm talking about. And they're all young people. They don't care. They want that money today. So, so hated it. So hated it. Ugh. And we would have union meetings and we would tell them, don't sign. You can get more. Nah. Hated it. I don't know whether that's the same example, but it's like, yeah, it is. Like they don't listen. They don't listen. Nobody listens. That's why I love being a freelancer. Nobody tells me what to do. Nobody. I had a mom here in Korea, in Philippines, who, when I told her, yeah, I lived in Korea and I was a teacher there. Oh, are you still a teacher? Yeah, I teach online here in the Philippines to my students in Korea. Oh, give me your number. When I go back to Korea, I'll call you. So she called me. We had a meeting. She wanted me to teach her kid 1 hour a day for 5 days a week. That's a lot of money. But I interviewed the kid, and he's a beginner. Kid is not a good English speaker. He needs a lot of help, a lot of work. And she said an hour. I said, nope, 30 minutes. He's not going to sit still for an hour. There's no way. It's like 6 years old, 5 years old. He's not going to sit still. He's going to get bored, and he's going to get angry, and he's not going to continue with the class, and you're going to cancel me. I want you to continue with the class, and I want him to learn. I've been doing it for 20 years. Let me tell you how to do it. This is how we do it. Okay. And then I gave her the price afterwards. And she says, oh, that's very expensive. I said, yes, it is. Because I've been teaching for 20 years and you're paying for my expertise. She goes, oh, but the Filipino teachers, they're in the Philippines. I'm Korean. All right. I'm Korean visa, Korean bank account, Korean expertise, 20 years. You're not paying me because I live in the Philippines. You're paying me because I have 20 years of experience. Okay. So, oh, well, okay, I'll have to think about it. Never called me back. Well, that's fine. I'm not going to cut my pay rate just to earn money. I would rather do nothing than give away my 20 years of experience. I'd rather do nothing. Not gonna happen. Anyway, what else? Yeah. So yeah, that's basically it. Oh, guys, can you just give me 1 second here? I wanna cover that food. Sorry. Thanks, guys. All right. So I had to cover the food, and I didn't want. I don't know. I just like to cover the food after it's cooled off a little bit. So let me tell you a funny story here. So I have my phone. Okay. Max Verstappen. Yeah. So I had to go to immigration on Tuesday. I wanted to go to immigration on Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. Tuesday morning, pack up, and I'm going to immigration. I had 3 hours between class. More than enough time to go to immigration here in Lapu-Lapu. It takes 10 minutes. It takes 20 minutes to get there, 10 minutes to go through immigration, 20 minutes back home. So not even an hour to go and come. Okay? About $50 and you're done. I got another my last visa update. So the visa I'm getting, my visa expires at the end of January. So the visa I'm going to renew will take me to the end of March, which is the last update that I need because I'm leaving at the end of March. So I was going to do a vlog. So I have my holder for my camera mount for the motorcycle because I was going to ride the motorcycle and show you guys a driving motorcycle vlog. And then I was going to bring it back and do a voiceover. So I leave, and then I forgot my passport. So I come back, I grab the passport with the documents I need. I come back, oh frick, I forgot the lease. Bring the lease. Yeah, I take the lease just in case they ask for it, just in case. And I have the return ticket on my phone, right? So anyway, so my phone sits here because I have the fast charger right here. This is the fast charger. Okay, this charges very quickly. So I leave it here, just sitting here. On the living room table is all of my power banks and wires and chargers and an extension brick with all the plugs. Everything plugs into it. So the battery banks, my razor, my microphones, my extra batteries, my everything is plugged into there to recharge. That's my recharging station over there. So I forgot my passport, forgot the lease. I come back to the house and I get all the way downstairs to go, and my watch starts beeping. Phone disconnected. I'm like, where's my phone? Shit, I left it upstairs. I come here because I remember I needed to charge it. So I said, I'm going to leave my phone charging till the very last minute. And I forgot my phone. So I pick up my phone and I remember in my head putting it on the inside of my motorcycle vest. Now, I also had a towel, a hand towel in that pocket. So the pocket is not very deep. So if I have the towel there, the phone is sticking at the top, right? So in my mind, the phone was in my vest. I haven't had an issue with it before. I've ridden with it before. Get on the bike, I start my video, I start going, blah, blah, blah. I go to the gas station, pay my bill, I fill the tank up with gas. I drive to the immigration office. Where's my phone? Look at my watch, phone disconnected. Now this watch does not have a SIM card. So I can't find my phone. I'm like, frick, it fell out of my jacket. There's no way somebody didn't pick it up. So I'm driving back, I'm looking all over the place for it. And we're talking about a 20-minute motorcycle ride. Okay? 10, 15 kilometers. I'm looking everywhere for it. But this is on some main streets where there's a million people. It was picked up if it was. I don't know where it is. I got back to the parking lot. I didn't go to immigration. I wanted to find it. If I had dropped it recently. So I look, I finally get home and I'm coming upstairs. It wasn't at the parking lot. I'm coming upstairs. I get to my door. My watch starts beeping. So don't freaking tell me I left it in the condo. I open the door. I look. There it is sitting on the freaking couch. I almost lost my freaking mind driving home thinking, I have to go spend money to buy a new phone. I have to transfer everything over. I've lost all the pictures because I only back it up once a month. I should back it up more than that, but I don't back up to the cloud. I don't like doing that. My photos are private. They're in the phone. I back it up to my laptop once a month. Oh, I was so like, how much am I going to spend and how much time this is going to take me to update and upload everything? And I don't even remember my phone number. Oh, my SIM card phone number. Oh, I should actually email that to myself. Think about it now. So when I got home, I was so sick to my stomach with stress. And when I saw the phone there, I was like, don't do this again. Don't be so stupid. I mean, I said the funny story about Terry for losing his house key, and he has Apple Tag, and he's going like this everywhere, and it says it's across the street. So we're going knocking on all the businesses over there, asking, has anybody turned in a house key? And I said, no, and we're looking everywhere for it, like asking everybody and trying to find it. You know, intermittently it will pop up and it'll say it's over there, and then we go looking, we can't find it. So it turns out it was in his laundry machine. And that's why it was intermittent, because the machine was blocking the signal. So hilarious. I couldn't believe it. But anyways, guys, that is the story for today. I want to say thank you to everyone who is continuously supporting the channel with your wonderful, wonderful thoughts, comments, and your love. And I want to remind you, remember, learn to live life. Don't let life live you. Please be good to each other. Be kind. Be, most important, be supportive. I really want you to be supportive of everyone in the community, okay? Because remember, we're not strangers. We're just friends who haven't met yet. And I will see you all on the other side.